Good morning. Happiest of birthdays to the May 11th babies out there. We're going to connect and see what message is coming up for the next 24 hours. Now, it might not be May 11th when you happen to stumble upon this video. That's just fine. You're going to find it when you're meant to. But we're setting the intention here for the next 24 hours from whenever you see this video. What is coming up here, my dears and my darlings? Ten of Cups. Now, this card was like really stalking us for a while. This and Two of Cups. So again, this could be coming up here as a reassurance for you all that Ten of Cups is happening and manifesting in your life. Now, at the time that I'm recording this, we are in Mercury retrograde energy. Okay? So, Mercury retrograde energy can be a time when we may have a little bit of chaos in our lives. And especially at this time, Mercury is going retrograde through Gemini until the 22nd. So, there may be you know what? I'm not going to say miscommunications, but you will have people tell you, right, that, there's going to be miscommunications as Mercury moves through Gemini. And there could be conflicts and, uncertainty in our minds, how to process what's happening. However, we are coming into the age of Aquarius. And so it is my personal belief that in this particular Mercury retrograde, it's not necessarily going to be miscommunications. I feel there's going to be a lot of truth being revealed. Maybe some of you have been dealing with some really slick people who know what to say to get you to deal with them, to get you to have them in their life. And for some of you, these individuals are in the way of your Ten of Cups. And so I feel like it might feel for some of you as though things are chaotic, or like, oh my gosh, why do I have the worst luck? I feel for a lot of you, those snakes in the grass are being revealed to you and in full force. With the specific reason being for you to have your Ten of Cups, right? Now, some of you have heard me say that Spirit will always reveal to us the snakes in the grass before a big blessing comes in, because our angels and guides will show us who is not meant to benefit from our blessing, and there is that aspect. But in this sense, I feel this is specifically so that you can have the Ten of Cups. Instead of having tower moments, there's going to be a lot of people revealing themselves or showing their true colors or showing their true intentions, so that this is not energy you want to be aligned with. Okay, now I know a lot of people see Ten of Cups and they think marriage and babies, and don't get me wrong, many of you may be manifesting that, because that might be your Ten of Cups. But what the Ten of Cups is about is inner peace and satisfaction and fulfillment in every area of your life. Ten of Cups is the happily ever after, essentially. So we don't all have the same happily ever after, right? For you, maybe happily ever after is marriage and babies, and you may be manifesting that. Some of you would rather fall off a cliff while on fire. Some of you already did marriage and babies, and you're like, well, what's next after that, right? So your happily ever after is going to be different. We can't just stereotype and go all across the board and say marriage and babies for everyone, right? That's not the case. But whatever is your happily ever after, whatever is a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment in all aspects of your life, this is coming together for you right now. And for some of you, there is going to be there's going to be some revelations, right? But that peace sign is really jumping out at me. And so that gives me a feeling or a sense that you'll be at peace as these things are happening, because you'll recognize what is being shown or what is being revealed to you. I don't know why, but The Wedding Singer movie keeps popping up in my head lately. Like, I keep remembering certain scenes from it. I keep remembering like, certain quotes from it, and it's popping up in my mind again. Maybe we just all need to watch The Wedding Singer. Maybe it has messages for you somewhere. There's that one line where she's like, sometimes I think there's nobody out there for me. Like, I meant to wander the world alone like the Incredible Hulk. I don't know, maybe some of you feel that way. If you are a spiritual person and you're under the belief that you have to sacrifice your love life or having a romantic partner for your spiritual work, not the case, right? We don't have to be single to be of spiritual service. We don't have to be single to be a spiritual teacher. And so maybe for some of you, you're clearing through that belief at this time. Those of you who are feeling lonely or longing for a partner. But the part that's popping up in my mind for some reason is when um, Adam Sandler or Robbie Hart is going to Julia to return. I think he's going to return her jacket, and she's trying on her wedding dress, and he can see her from the window, and she's looking in the mirror, and she's like, "I'm Julia Gulia," because that's who she was gonna marry. The last guy's name was Gulia or whatever, and she starts crying, and then she starts saying, "I'm Mrs. Julia Hart, I'm Mrs. Robbie Hart," and then she starts like smiling, and she's so happy, and she's beaming, and so he sees that from the window, and he's like, "Oh, she's so happy, she's so in love, she's gonna marry this guy," and he gets all sad. He's like, "Oh, forget about her." But really, there's like this miscommunication, like they're in love with each other, and neither one of them knows it. Some of you may, I don't know why, but I'm seeing that part in in my mind right now. So maybe some of you are in that kind of situation. Maybe there's a situation where there's like mutually in love, but both of you think the other person isn't interested, or both of you think that, well, there's this other relationship. And so I don't know. I'm not putting it out there for people to break up, but maybe you're in a situation where um you're in a relationship, but you have feelings for somebody else, and you think they're not into you, but they have feelings for you, and they're in a relationship. You might both be finding yourself single very soon. That's a very specific message. It's not going to be for every single one of you. And some of you have heard me say this before, and some of you were furious when I said it. But God will never, ever send you someone else's person. God, universe, is never going to send you somebody else's spouse or romantic partner. It's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. So avoid those situationships, right? Or those weird, complicated, no. You don't need complicated energy in your life, right? If that is the person that you're going to be happy with, and if that is a divinely intended relationship for you, that person is going to come in free and clear. They're not going to come in with like, "Oh, well, it's complicated and we're having problems and I really want to leave, but I can't." No. Okay? So maybe for some of you, something is happening now where the two of you are finding yourself in the free and clear. Okay? But those of us who are not looking at love life, or not looking at marriage or babies or anything like that, as I said, 10 of Cups is just your happiness, your happy ending, whatever that might be. I also feel some of you have had like a really big weight on your back, or really big concern. I feel something is happening over the next 24 hours that is easing that tension, or like you're seeing the solution, or the solution is coming together. Like I feel a sense of like heavy energy lifting. This is also a really good time because we are in the Mercury retrograde energy, and this is a great time to review, to revise, to rework things. This may be a really good time for some self-reflection for some of you, to just ask yourself, what is my 10 of Cups? Right? What is my 10 of Cups? What is my ideal outcome or ideal situation? What do I want? Because some of you have what you thought was going to be your 10 of Cups, and you're like, there's got to be more to life than this. So journal it, write about it, pray about it, meditate about it. Since we are in this Mercury retrograde energy, this may be an excellent time to go within and really ask yourself, what's going to make you happy? What's going to make you happy? And you may realize and you may understand that what you thought you wanted, you don't really want. That's going to be an epiphany. So you're having also something you've been trying so hard to manifest for years, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I don't even want that. That doesn't sound good to me. Okay, so it's a good time to revisit that, to think about that, and to maybe, as I said, journal about it, maybe write about it. Alrighty, my darlings, I thank you for watching the card of the day. You might want to check out the weekly forecasts if you haven't already. Those are linked in the description of the video. Love readings for May are linked in the description of the video. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, you definitely can by clicking on the link in the description of the video that takes you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you'll schedule a private reading with me there for those of you who would like that. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, fabulous day. And again, happy birthday to the May 11th babies. Take care and be well, my dears.